welcome into the booth. My name is DeeJay, and I'll be joining you here for a cast of Juventus versus Sassuolo in the Serie A. Both these teams coming in high up the table in the league. Juventus sitting in fourth, just inside those competitive Champions League places, and Sassuolo right behind them in fifth place. We are just about to get started here, so we'll run through the lineups really quickly. Looking at the home team here, Juventus, it's going to be Wojciech Szczesny in goal, Danilo, Leonardo Bonucci, Mario Demiral, and Gianluca Frabata in the back. Federico Chiesa, Rodrigo Betancourt, Arthur, and Weston McKennie going to make up the midfield four. Then Paulo Dybala and Cristiano Ronaldo will lead the line in a 4-4-2. Of course, Federico Chiesa coming off of an excellent display up against AC Milan in their last Serie A match, which helped them climb further up the table and keep themselves competitive for the Scudetto. Now, for the side of Sassuolo, we have Andrea Consigli in goal, Georgios Kyriakopoulos. I think it's Kyriakopoulos. Yep, Kyriakopoulos. So Georgios Kyriakopoulos, Gianmarco Ferrari, Vlad Chiriches, former Tottenham player there, Mert Muldur in the back, Manuel Locatelli, Pedro Obiang, the pivot at the base of midfield, Ahmed Traore, Filip Juricic, and Gregor Defrel making up the three in front of them, with Juricic in the 10 role, and Francesco Caputo will lead the line here today. As captains here exchanging the banners, and that is Bonucci along with, believe that is, can't actually see who that is. Locatelli, sorry. But again, a big match here in the Serie A, one of great importance to both these sides who are trying to stay competitive for that Scudetto race. We do look at the Italian Serie A table at the moment. After yesterday's results, Atalanta have actually climbed into fourth with victory. Napoli up into fifth as well with a victory, both on 31 points. Juventus in 6 on 30 points. Sassuolo in 7th on 29 points. Sassuolo have played one more game than Juventus have. They have a game in hand on Sassuolo and a game in hand on both Atalanta and Napoli. So a win here would put Juventus back up into 4th place, as high as 4th place on 33 points after their 16th match. They have 3 wins in their last 5. Of course, one of those coming against AC Milan in their last match. Sassuolo coming off of a win, but have a bit more of a checkered last 5 matches. A couple wins, a couple losses, and a draw. We're just about to get started here. Yo, what's up, young Bolus? Yeah, it's an Italian game. It's a good Italian game. I mean, it's better than the FA Cup games that are happening as we get started here. You can't tell me you want to watch Tottenham beat down on 8th Division Morecambe like 5-0 and watch Vinicius Jr. do the Mbappe celebration after he scores a goal from 1 yard out. This one slung forward here. Juventus in the dark blue going left to right on your scenes. Sassuolo will be in the white kits here today. So Locatelli wins this one back and plays it into his defensive line. Yeah, that was a very nice goal scored there by Arsenal yesterday. Oh boy, what just happened there? What is this? Sorry, 1 second. Did that fix it? Yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah, that was a very nice goal in that Arsenal match. Arsenal going to extra time with the likes of Newcastle yesterday in the FA Cup, and scoring 2 pretty nice goals in extra time. The first, the better of the 2. Very, very nice play by a combination of Bukayo Saka, Lacazette, and finished by Emil Smith-Rowe. As Sassuolo coming forward here through Traore. He's bursting into the Juventus box. Going to get a cross away. That one poked off the 6-yard box there, but a poor clearance from Bonucci allows a strike to come in. That one headed straight up in the air and behind for a corner. Early pressure here from Sassuolo. So they put it on to Juventus. You can see it's a nice ball over the top. It allows Traore to run in here on the left. He's one-on-one against Bonucci. Gets the space to get a cross away. That one deflects out, but really the story there is Bonucci's poor clearance gives a huge opportunity for a shot here from Juricic, who puts it on target, but it's headed away by the other center back there, Demiral. So first corner of the match here for Sassuolo, going to be swung in here from the far side, flicked onto the near post, and a great chance for Chiriches there, but he can't direct it goalwards. You can see the frustration on his face as he runs back. Take a look at this one again. See, it's a good set piece here. It's flicked on at that near post. It comes into that 6-yard box area. Sorry, that's actually Ferrari who couldn't direct that one goalwards. Good opportunity there for the center back to try to open the scoring here against Juventus. Yeah, is it better? Yeah, I moved it over to the left so I could see the chat better, and it went a little AWOL. I think it's back now. My display looks like it's fine. Sorry about that. Juventus now in possession here, moving it in between the backs. Where is that towel? Wait. I've been making some drip coffee, so I can't go to the kitchen right now, so I gotta put my filter on this towel so it doesn't drip on my desk. Okay, sorry about that. Back to it here. Sassuolo have one possession back in their own half. This one clipped up the far touchline, intended for Obiang there, but easily shielded out of play. It's a throw into Juventus. Taken quickly, it's bouncing around the midfielders at the moment. This one will look over to Artur. Played into Ronaldo and knocked back. Run made here by Chiesa, but a little bit slow there. It is Danilo to play that one forward. He gets a little lucky with the bounce as it comes back to him, but pretty dangerous there. Score prediction. Based on the formations, I'm going to say it'll be 2-1 Juventus. They also have a little bit better form, but I think Sassuolo will probably nip one off of them at some point. Would be my guess. Here's Juventus. Cross coming into the box. Up goes Cristiano Ronaldo. He will lose out to Ferrari there. Decent defending by Ferrari. Be collected by Traore. He'll look backwards, and now Sassuolo playing out pretty well here. Very deft touch there from the retreating Caputo. They've managed to shift it out to the far side. Mulder plays this one in field, and now it's brought forward by Obiang. Kyriakopoulos. Obiang. Out to the far side. Attempted entry pass there is deflected by Weston McKennie. Juventus have taken this one back. Laid all the way back to Szczesny. Very composed play here from Juventus. Sassuolo throwing a couple bodies forward, trying to disrupt Szczesny there, but made a very nice pass to one of his midfielders, and Juventus keeping possession, moving it to the far side now. Into McKennie. It is good if you're an American soccer fan to see McKennie playing, as this one's sent in behind. We'll hold that thought as Ronaldo running onto this one, entering the Sassuolo box, trying to take on one. He's clipped cross, is deflected, hoofed away by Ferrari. Is Juventus still with it here? Battle for possession on the far side. Excellent defending there by Mulder. He'll take that one away. Now cuts it back and we'll shift it over to the near side. It's Ferrari. Look at, this is Kyriakopoulos driving forward here. Couple of Juventus defenders trying to close him down. Finally, the challenge put in here by Danilo, but it will be a throw for Sassuolo. Good driving run here by Kyriakopoulos. He's under a lot of pressure from Chiesa initially, and then Danilo comes over, and Danilo claims that did touch Kyriakopoulos. I would venture to say that may have just grazed slightly the bottom of his cleat, but mostly I would say that's a Sassuolo throw-in. Taken here. Kyriakopoulos. Ferrari. Traore. It's a cross here. That one does manage to make its way all the way over to Mulder. Comes back to Chiriches. Hope everyone out there is enjoying their Sundays at the moment. Got a nice warm cup of coffee. It's pretty cold here in Chicago, so if you are in a cold place, here's some warm thoughts as Kyriakopoulos gets a cross in. That one easily blocked away by Bonucci. Now Chiesa spinning around Kyriakopoulos. He's going to move it on to Paulo Dybala. There's a little bit of room for Dybala to run here. It's a 3-on-3 in attack. It's shifted over to McKennie. Ronaldo inside the box now. Cutting back onto his right. Looking for the shooting angle. Cuts it back. Cross is blocked. It's a corner kick for Juventus. Beautiful attack here from the old lady. It starts in their own half. Federico Chiesa spinning his marker there, able to get some space as he puts Paulo Dybala in. And then a couple of nice passes from McKennie to Ronaldo into the overlapping run there of Gianluca Frabotta. That cross is blocked away. Good retreating from the Sassuolo midfield, but a very nice opening attack here for Juventus, and this will result in this corner kick. Here it comes from the far side, left-footed. That one headed away. It's well done there by Juricic. Still with Juventus, it's Dybala hitting a driven cross into the box. A little bit of float on this one. Ronaldo goes up over the goalkeeper, but can't keep the header down. And my, oh my, Andrea Consigli almost finds himself in no man's land here. See, this ball floated out to Dybala. He decides to hit like a driven ball there, striking through it. I think Consigli thinks there's no way anyone's going to contest him for this. Ronaldo comes flying in there, gets up over the top of Consigli's fist. Oh, and actually Consigli just gets a piece of that. Wow, very fortunate there for the Sassuolo goalkeeper. If he doesn't get a piece of that, I think that's going to get flicked over the top of him and end up in the open net. I also think he got away with it. I think it was a goal kick for Sassuolo, so quite unfortunate there for Ronaldo, who had sort of ghosted in there, getting up and over Consigli. Nevertheless, here's Sassuolo in possession again. Obiang. Juventus sitting in their own half right now, trying to force him to play. Juricic does well, dancing by McKennie, but can't connect his pass. It's Betancourt helping out there. Lobbed up the far touchline. Think that one's going to go out of play from Frabotta. Sassuolo still with it here. It's rolled over to Locatelli. Swung out to the far side. Defrel. Obiang. Defrel again. Mulder. Decent possession here from Sassuolo, but Juventus seems happy to stay in their 4-4-2 here. Force them to play through a little more aggressively, now extending their pressure. Forcing Juricic to pass this one to Obiang. Still with it, it's Juricic. He'll launch one long now. Easily read there by Danilo. His header down will be collected by Chiesa. Juventus, excellent defending there. Dropping in as the ball advanced and taking the space afforded to them as Sassuolo retreated, dealing with the long ball, and now they are the ones with it. Betancourt. Dybala. Chiesa. Betancourt again, looking over the top for the run of McKennie. He's a little bit in behind here, but the ball doesn't have enough pace on it. Still at the top of the box, McKennie. He finds the overlapping run. It's just over the bar. Huge chance here for Frabotta on that left-hand side. Look at this play. It's a nice run for McKennie. You can see Betancourt sees the run. He picks it out. The ball doesn't quite have enough pace on it. McKennie makes a smart decision to slow himself down, and then a nice backheel pass as he sees Frabotta in his peripheral vision there. Lays it out to him. Frabotta lines up a shot here. Puts his laces through it, but just, I think it's a little bit underneath it. It does result in a corner, which Juventus have taken short here. Let's come back to Betancourt. Far side of the box, clipped in here towards the back post, but Consigli this time, confident in his handling, will catch that one, and now has tried to send Caputo long. It has found Caputo, but he's going to lose out to multiple Juventus players. Caputo looking for a foul there, not getting one from the referee. And Juventus will have it once again. Artur. Sliding this out to the far side. Decent start to the match from Sassuolo, but Juventus do look to be settling in here. Couple good attacks now. Can see McKennie and Dybala have been getting involved in the build-up play as this one's taken away by Sassuolo. Obiang. Mulder. Ferrari. Obiang under pressure here from, I believe this is Artur, in quite an advanced position at the moment. And forced it all the way back to Consigli, and look at how Juventus pushes up the field, condensing the space, and now Caputo battling it out with Bonucci, and I think you have to say gets the better of Bonucci there. This should probably be a yellow card. It is. Leonardo Bonucci going to earn himself a yellow card for all the credit I gave Juventus there for condensing the space, defending well. Bonucci, a bit of an individual mistake in his matchup against Caputo. He allows Caputo the inside body position as this ball is played over the top, and you can see he is kind of forced to wrap Caputo up. He's got a clear path to goal in between the center backs, and Bonucci knows it. Decides to wrap up the striker, takes the early yellow card here. For those out there watching, if you want to ask Young Bolus about it, since we became Twitch affiliates a little bit ago, there are now channel rewards points. If you look at the bottom left of your screen where that little purple circle is, there should be a list of things you can try to redeem them for if you are interested in any point. They accumulate passively over time, and if you hit the little green button that shows up occasionally, you'll get some bonus points. Just trying to let you all know as Obiang puts this free kick well over the top there. Looks like they were trying to do a bit of a training ground routine, but the execution not coming off. Obiang gets up and under that one, and Szczesny can watch that one balloon over the top of the goal. Young Bolus will certainly appreciate this, and we had an old soccer coach who, for shots like that, used to say, "Thanks for the hot air balloon," and that's basically what Obiang gave us there. Chiesa sending this one back to Danilo. Forced all the way back to Szczesny. Good pressure there from Sassuolo. This one now rolled back out here to Betancourt, who's dropped deep. Trying to connect play here. It's Artur now. Check in here from Dybala, trying to make a secondary run. Still bouncing around the feet of Danilo. Now a slip here has allowed Danilo some entry. He'll shift it over to the far side. Ronaldo helps it on to Frabotta. McKinney's available, gives it to McKinney, tries another cheeky back heel. This one blocked away by Chiriches. Now battle for possession on the far side. Has been won by Juventus ultimately. It'll be Danilo coming away with it. Danilo out to the far side. This one's Artur. Giving it up here. Frabotta. He's going to get a cross away. Up go the heads, easily knocked away by Ferrari. Bouncing around in midfield. Finally settled down by Frabotta. He'll turn this one all the way back and just hoof it to Szczesny, feeling the pressure from Sassuolo. Juventus will restart their attack, and Sassuolo will get their defense out of their own end. 15 minutes into this one, we've had a couple of decent chances for Juventus. Sassuolo not quite finding the target, but have had good spells of possession themselves. Talked about how these two teams are near the top of a very crowded top of the Serie A here. Sitting in 5th and 6th at the moment. They were leapfrogged yesterday by positive results from both Atalanta and Napoli, who climbed up to 31 points. But a win here for either of them can take them as high as 4th place. Juventus sitting on 30, Sassuolo on 29. Danilo. Artur. Chiesa. Chiesa knocks that one off of Kyriakopoulos. It'll be a throw in here. Quickly back to Danilo. Bonucci. He'll slide one out to the far side. Rolled back to Bonucci. Over to Danilo. Pressure coming from Sassuolo now. Multiple white shirts cropping up in the screen as they can sense a chance to win the ball back here, and they have done so. Actually, they have not, unfortunately. This deemed to be an unfair challenge and a yellow card going to be given to Ferrari here. Ferrari claiming a dive there, I believe, by Betancourt. We'll take a look at the replay if they show us here. Here's Chiesa spinning away from Kyriakopoulos. He knocks it up here, and it's not the best challenge from Ferrari. I think probably not a yellow card offense, though. A little unfortunate for him, but Juventus still in possession. This one slid out to Szczesny. Juventus playing through, looking over the top now, and actually McKinney kind of blocks that one down. I think he thought that was a misplaced pass. I do believe it was a ball intended for Dybala's run, so a little bit unfortunate there. Now it's Kyriakopoulos on the near touchline, taking on Danilo. Tries to put it through his legs, can't do so. Traore does put it through his legs. Kyriakopoulos, Caputo, Juricic. Mulder crossed into the box. That one knocked away. That cross on the ground. A little too easy there for Juventus' defense. Juricic driving forward. He tries a little clip pass, but center back in the attack there. That one not connecting with any of his teammates. Not really that close to connecting with any of his teammates, and he'll make the long jog back to his starting position. So this one now been put out of play, and looks like a forced substitution going to be made here. Or maybe a tactical adjustment. Aaron Ramsey's coming on for Weston McKennie here in the 19th minute of play. I don't think McKennie has a problem. This may just be a tactical adjustment here. And McKennie not happy at all. And I can't disagree with him. I'm going to listen into the broadcast here for a second, as just in case he did have an injury and said so. But otherwise, I'll keep a look at Juventus' formation here. So this one's out with Demiral. Artur nodding it forward into midfield. Good sliding challenge by Juricic, but that one collected again by Artur. Good forward pass to Ronaldo, who chests this one down for the on-rushing Betancourt. Lays it back out to Ronaldo. Cuts it. Lays it off for Danilo. Swings one in. His cross deflected. Dybala can settle it. Ronaldo crossing. That one deflected by Ferrari. He'll fling that one away. A bit of a desperate clearance there from Ferrari. And finally, Juricic will be able to put this one out of the danger area. Artur. Danilo. Bonucci. Demiral. Fravota goes back. Szczesny out here to Danilo. Slung forward. Bouncing around here. That one will come off Chiesa for a Sassuolo throw. Of course, Chiesa coming off an excellent performance against league rivals AC Milan. Up also near the top of the table, battling for that Scudetto. It's a huge result for Juventus, and a match they largely dominated. Chiesa responsible for both of their goals, though. And looking much better in that wide midfield position than he has at outside wing back, or some of the other spots that Pirlo has played him in this season. No matter where he's played, though, has been an instrumental player to Juventus this year. Kyriakopoulos has it now on the near side. He'll lay it off to Locatelli. Now it's been shifted over to Mulder. He'll lay one in. That cross deflected and now blocked away. Sorry, still waiting to try to hear some explanation of why McKennie went off. I'll let you know when I do find out. I'm as intrigued as anyone else might be, as Ramsey loses out on this challenge. Locatelli now back to Ferrari. Good spell of possession here for Sassuolo. Tempo of the match was just starting to favor Juventus a bit, and now taking a little bit of that edge off here. Ferrari. Obiang. Juricic. Locatelli will lob one over the top. Caputo receives it. It's a nice ball, but Poor first touch from Caputo, and Fraboda comes back and takes it away. Lovely look there from Locatelli. Demiral. Juventus now on the far side. Bonucci. Danilo. Chiesa. Clip forward here by Danilo. Up goes Dybala, loses out on that header, and it's actually a Sassuolo throw in here, so excellent work by Ferrari. We'll take a look at this, see who it comes off last. Yeah, I think that's the correct call there. Comes off the shoulder of Dybala. So Sassuolo manager to Terbi makes some pretty aggressive gestures at his defenders there, I think. Trying to make sure they are sound against this Juventus attack, which now has a lot of space here through Ramsey. He lays it out to Ronaldo. Gets an overlap, gets inside. Doesn't really have space to shoot, so lays it off for Betancourt. Danilo, Artur. Betancourt again. It's rolled out to Demiral. Ramsey. Crossfield pass here. Lovely right onto Chiesa's feet. Chiesa lays it into the path of Dybala, cutting onto his left. Bit of a 1-2 here, but well read by Kyriakopoulos, who knocks it out for a throw-in. Good interplay here between Dybala and Betancourt. It's actually him and Ramsey here, sorry. Should be a throw-in here to Juventus. Didn't exactly see where the ball crossed, and it is a throw. Be Danilo. Artur. Bonucci. Bonucci. Danilo. Swung back here. Betancourt dropping deep. He's forced back to Szczesny. Good pressure from Sassuolo. Now launched forward here. Over the top, Ronaldo looks to be on sides. There's no flag yet. Here's a chance for Ronaldo. Great sliding challenge by Hirahis here. Has knocked that one away at the critical moment. Ronaldo's furious with himself. That first touch he had got away from him just a little bit, and it gave Vlad Chiriches enough time to get back. Gets a good sliding challenge in, and also gets that one to come back off of Ronaldo. So it's going to be a goal kick for Sassuolo. But a big opportunity for Ronaldo, not quite taken. Chiriches. Juricic goes to ground, but manages to connect his pass to Obayang, and now it will be called back for a foul on Juricic. Restarted here by Sassuolo. Obiang looking back for Ferrari. His pass chases him back a couple yards. He'll be forced to swing it back to Consigli. Consigli out to the far side. Lovely ball here. Connects with Muldur. Now Obiang. Good pass into the feet of Caputo. Sassuolo have moved it forward again. Caputo dances around the challenge from Ramsey here. But Locatelli is forced to lay it back. Chiriches. Chiriches. Obiang. Obiang. Trying to find a way through here are Sassuolo, but finding a lot of resistance here from the two banks of four that Juventus have set out today. See the ball just going in between Obiang, Locatelli, and Chiriches, but not really making a lot of progress. Aubameyang still. We'll finally switch it out to the near side. Kyriakopoulos not finding any avenues forward. We'll just go back to Aubameyang. Now a good turn by Aubameyang. Gets around Chiesa. Defrel. Locatelli. Over to Chiriches. Muldur. Juricic. Aubameyang. Holding off Ronaldo here. He's going to draw a free kick. Actually, sorry, that's Betancourt trying to nip in there. See Betancourt tries to bite in twice here on Aubameyang. He kind of misses entirely with the first, but the second clearly catches the Sassuolo midfielder there. Now Juventus turned over. Sassuolo. Chiesa coming forward here. Has Ronaldo to his right. We'll find him. One-on-one here against Kyriakopoulos. Now getting some help is the left back. He'll block this cross from Ronaldo, and that one will also come off the Portuguese. It's going to be another goal kick, and you can see the frustration on Ronaldo's face. A bit of deja vu here. Locatelli. Kyriakopoulos. Still looking for something here from these two sides. And Edilberto, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the booth. Hope you're enjoying the cast so far. There's Chiriches. Drive forward a little bit. Good pass into the feet of Caputo, who lays this one to Locatelli. Has some room to run here, does Locatelli. Out to Traore. Kyriakopoulos, cross to the top of the box, is intercepted. Locatelli gets a kick in there, and it's finally hoofed away by, I believe this is Betancourt. Locatelli being helped to his feet. Lovely stuff there by Caputo, who had checked in deep. He leaves that one for Locatelli. Gets fouled, and hello Edilberto. Appreciate you tuning in, and hope you're enjoying it so far. I think you would be my first Italian viewer, so welcome. Thank you. Danilo. Long here from Szczesny. Controlled by Juventus. It's Artur. Ramsey. Artur. Bouncing around here. Dybala plays a good pass back. Chiesa. Chiesa looking in behind. That pass deflects off of Kyriakopoulos. Vote Caputo Team of the Year. You got it. First, I'll have him on my first team ballot. Dybala. Demiral out to the far side. Into Ronaldo's feet. Multiple players around him. He's forced back to Betancourt. Artur. Out to Chiesa, but that's a poor pass from Artur. Easily intercepted by Kyriakopoulos. Now Consigli forced into a clearance that's headed away by Danilo. Artur looking for a killer pass, but that one read by Ferrari. Now here comes Traore. Sliding one into the feet of Juricic. Has some support on his right. It's Muldur. Yeah, sure you are, young Bullis. Traore. Tries to play this one to Caputo, but underserves the pass there a little bit. I think Caputo called for a foul here on, I believe, it's Bonucci. Nevertheless, had already arrived back at Szczesny's feet. A little bit under hit there from Juricic, unfortunately. Still looking for the breakthrough here. 32nd minute of this one. Betancourt. Back to Bonucci. Good pressure here by Sassuolo. Look at the white shirts streaming forward here, trying to cut off the passing angles in midfield. Bonucci now being closed down by Caputo. Let's come back to Szczesny. Finds Betancourt. Oh, and that's a lovely pass there by Betancourt into the feet of, I believe this is Ramsey, who's absolutely hauled back by Chiriches, and A little bit of extras here between Vlad Chiriches and Ramsey. I'm not exactly sure why Chiriches is angry. He certainly committed the foul on Ramsey. Take a look at the replay here. See if maybe Ramsey left a foot in or something to anger Chiriches. He's just holding him off here. And there's a little bit of a shove afterwards as Ramsey's being absolutely manhandled here by the center back. He leaves a little bit of a push at the end of that one in frustration, and Chiriches responds in kind. Bonucci. Juventus still struggling to find a way through here. The lines of Sassuolo. A long pass made by Bonucci and a good chest down by Dybala is connected with Ramsey. Just as we say that, they finally find an entry pass, but quick to knock that one away is Muldur. Throw in taken fast. It's to Ramsey, bouncing around. Here's Ramsey, clipping one to the top of the box. It's Artur settling it, but a little bit unselfish there. Oh, that is a shameful dive there from Paulo Dybala, I have to say. Chiesa. And that pass going to escape Artur at the top of the box. Juricic taking it away. Now he is hauled down unceremoniously by Betancourt. Play allowed to continue here as Defrel's coming forward. Still with it, Defrel. Traore. Attack has finally slowed down. I'm positive that Betancourt will receive a caution here. He absolutely hauled down Juricic to try to stop that counter. Top of the box here, Traore spinning. Kyriakopoulos. Ooh, no, it's actually intercepted there. Chiesa goes in, gets the ball with that sliding challenge. And now Juventus looking to come the other way. Dybala. There's a player still down here for Sassuolo in midfield, and Chiesa will punt it out. He's actually getting yelled at by Dybala. Looks like they wanted to play on, but Chiesa wants to allow the Sassuolo player to receive treatment, and there is the yellow card for Betancourt. I believe it is Juricic who's still down here. He is the player that Betancourt hauled to the ground to try to stop the counter. He is now helped to his feet by the culprit himself. You can see here, just gets an arm on the shoulder, wraps the second arm, just takes down his legs. It's about as cynical a challenge as you can ever see there. That's not a red card, I would say. Yeah, it gets all up inside of Juricic's legs there, trying to take him to the ground. Yeah, I know, Archer. Any Archer fans out there will say phrasing. Yeah, I'm sorry. There is that good challenge from Chiesa. Another booking here. So Bonucci joined by his teammate Betancourt in the referee's book. The two of them will have to play with a little bit more caution. Might be particularly unfortunate for Betancourt. Midfielder is required to put challenges in for situations exactly like that one, as this one's rolled out to Danilo here. He'll slide it back over to the other side. It's Demiral. Demiral driving forward. Good challenge put in here by Defrel, and he'll win out on the second ball, battling Ramsey, who pokes it off him, but only for a Sassuolo throw. Looking for options here is Muldur. Finally finds one, gets it back, and he'll launch this one back towards Consigli. Will connect with his goalkeeper, and Sassuolo can restart their attack here. Ferrari out to Kyriakopoulos. He'll sling one forward. Good combination here. That touch from Kyriakopoulos a little bit loose, but the second ball arrives at Traore. A little bit of room to work here for Sassuolo. It's Caputo striking, but doesn't quite get a hold of that one. It slices off his boot well wide of Szczesny's net. Decent play here from Sassuolo, though, is taken away well by Traore. I'm not sure what the replay was. Oh, this is that Dybala dive. Yeah, that is just a shameful dive by Paulo Dybala. He loses out on that one inside the box, and he just tosses himself to the turf. Here's Juventus back in possession. Danilo. Bonucci. Artur. Looking forward, picks out Dybala very well here. Dybala trying to turn Ferrari, but loses out. It's an excellent challenge by the center back, and here comes Sassuolo once again. It's Juricic, picks out Caputo, laid it back for Traore. He gets challenged pretty hard there by Dybala, and now Locatelli's gone in, taking out another Juventus player. Referees allowed everything to carry on here. Finally, that one poked off. Locatelli wins possession back, and there's a Juventus player down, so Sassuolo will put this one out of play. And it is Dybala who needs treatment. Take a look at what happened here. So first Traore is tackled pretty harshly by Dybala, I have to say. I think that would be a foul on Dybala here. Yeah, that's certainly a foul on Dybala. I think Traore is very unfortunate to not get that call, but after the challenge, Dybala stays down on the turf. You can see his left leg just goes right into the back of Traore's right leg here. Looks like he doesn't land too awkwardly. Man, I'm not exactly sure what's hurting there for Dybala, but did come in a bit recklessly. And see some frustration and impatience from a lot of people on the benches, on the field, and in the stands watching here. Still no goals and not a whole lot of quality opportunities for either side. Couple decent attacks for Juventus early on in this half, but yet to really get a shot that has troubled Consigli. One good opportunity for Ronaldo over the top was well dealt with by Vlad Chiriches. For Sassuolo, they had their best attack in the first 10 minutes. A lot of possession in those moments, but really yet to test Szczesny as well. And there's that bad challenge by Locatelli. So it's two bad challenges in succession, one by Dybala, and then the second one certainly here by Locatelli, who completely upends Artur. Dybala currently trying to open a water bottle with his teeth. That's a nice shot there, camera guy. This one launched over the top towards Ronaldo, but it's headed down by Mulder. A little bit of room here for Artur, who sets up Ramsey for a strike. That one deflects and will go behind for a corner kick. See, Artur finds himself in some space. He sets Ramsey. Oh, wow, that is... I thought it was deflected for a corner kick, and then I rewatched the strike. That was not the best strike Aaron Ramsey's ever had in his career. That one sliced horribly off his right foot. It sliced so badly that I was convinced by the angle that it had bounced off of someone. Aubameyang. Out to Mulder. He's tripped here. And a quick apology there from Ramsey. Helps Mulder back to his feet. Yep, just clips that left foot there. Pretty easy call. Good work by the right back. And Dybala has come back onto the pitch and tried to carry on, but he has gone back to ground here, and this could be trouble for Juventus. They have already made one substitution. Remember, McKinney was taken off in the 19th minute of play. I still don't know if that was an injury or a tactical adjustment, but now they may be facing a second substitution within the first half if Dybala cannot continue. And Pirlo in some aggressive discussions with Demiral on the sideline as well. And Kulusevski is being readied here on the sideline, so it looks like Dybala may not be able to continue. Yeah, there. That is it for Dybala. He is the one that requested the change. He will not be able to continue, and that is rough for Dybala. That is rough for Juve. They'll be keeping their fingers crossed. That's keep our fingers crossed that he's not too hurt and can play next week against Inter Milan, of course. But it will be Dejan Kulusevski coming on for him. Probably taking up that right striking position alongside Ronaldo. He'll go straight down the tunnel here, will Dybala. And the second change for Juventus, so keep an eye on them late on in the second half. 2 changes already made. They will not have the reinforcements that Sassuolo do. Consigli will knock this one out straight up the channel. That one headed away by Bonucci, straight up into the air. Locatelli settles it down in his chest. Still with Sassuolo here. Referee allows play to go on. Caputo overplaying this one for Juricic a little bit, and Juventus can take that one back. Here's a poor pass, though. It's given away to Caputo. He leaves a back heel. Traore going to chase this one down. He'll leave it for Kyriakopoulos. Ferrari. Kyriakopoulos. Back to Ferrari. Over to Chiriches. He'll slide this one out to the right-hand side. Back inside for Aubameyang. Oh, and that's poor there from Caputo. Bit of a short touch and a bad challenge by Aubameyang, but play allowed to continue here as Kulusevski's coming forward, driving into the box of Sassuolo. Finally forced to cut it back by Locatelli. And Locatelli will battle it out of play here for a corner kick, and the referee going to go address the situation. It's a yellow card assessed to Aubameyang here. Bonucci appealing for more, I think, at the moment. Take a look at the replay here. See this one taken away by Chiesa. Yeah, it's not a good challenge. I don't think it's anything more than a yellow card. Yeah, he just lands on top of Chiesa's foot. It's a late challenge. It's a bad challenge, but at the end of the day, it is just a yellow card. Certainly going for the ball. Nothing cynical in that to my eyes. So Aubameyang will join a couple Juventus players in the referee's book here. Chiesa still down on the turf here, holding that left leg. Again, did land on the ankle there, did Aubameyang, so it certainly will hurt. But again, I don't think anything more than a yellow card here. So we are in the 44th minute, so this will likely take us to the end of regulation. They're still showing us replays of this. Oh, he does land pretty badly on that ankle, actually. Certainly a poor challenge there from Aubameyang. I still don't think this is a red card. I don't think he's trying to land on it. I think it's just a late challenge. He doesn't have 2 feet in the air. The second leg is certainly trailing. It's a painful one. The cleats definitely land onto the ankle there of Chiesa. Bonucci still making appeals. Not sure if they'll check this on VAR. We'll have to wait and see here. As Chiesa continues to receive treatment. He'll be helped back to his feet. And they will check it here. Oh boy. 4 minutes of stoppage time have been allotted at the end of the first half. Wow, and this was quick. It's going to be a red card for Aubameyang. And just like that, the complexion of the game is absolutely shattered here. Aubameyang sent off in a straight red card for this challenge on Chiesa. He said it wasn't good. And deemed a reckless challenge, and didn't take long for the referee to make a decision either. He walked over to the VAR booth, took one look at the screen, and within seconds had turned around and produced a red card. So I guess I was definitely wrong about that one. As the corner swung in here, it's blocked away by Sassuolo. Comes back out to Betancourt. Artur drives one in. It's inside the box. Here's a chance. It's poked around him and it just goes wide. Ronaldo can't poke that one home, and Sassuolo will somehow clear the danger here. What an opportunity for Juventus. Danilo. Again, 4 minutes of stoppage time were allotted. We are already 7 minutes in. Or sorry, we're a couple minutes in. Artur looking in behind for Ronaldo. Defended by Chiriches. Now swung in by Betancourt. Back post. Headed back across. That one going a little bit too high. Consigli can let it go up over the crossbar. Will be a goal kick here. But look at this opportunity. As this is driven in by Artur. A little back heel there from Bonucci. Plays in Demiral. Demiral gets a poke on it as Consigli comes out, and Ronaldo just cannot get there in time. Consigli just gets a piece. Ronaldo, for once I agree with the broadcasting crew. I'm very surprised that Ronaldo hasn't slid for this one. He keeps it in play here, but if he slides, he should be able to turn that one home. Nevertheless, somehow Sassuolo have managed to keep it level here. There's still a minute remaining here in stoppage time at the end of the first half. This one lobbed forward, headed away by Ferrari. Locatelli brings it down. Juricic. Into a challenge there with Danilo, still with Sassuolo here. Now laid back. Locatelli. Ferrari. Kyriakopoulos. Juricic. Locatelli. Chiriches. Good pressure here by Ronaldo. Wins possession back. Here's Kulusevski. Oh, what a ball from Kulusevski, but the touch from Ramsey is a little bit loose there. Consigli can hoof this one away. Kulusevski, nice outside of the football into the path of Ramsey, but the Welsh midfielder there just cannot control it appropriately. Now a clip ball in behind, easily headed away by Chiriches. Sassuolo have it again, bouncing around midfield at the moment. Traore pokes it away from the challenge there of Frabotta. Defrel lays it off. Muldor's cross is poor there, gets underneath that one, and that sails behind Szczesny's goal. So we are past the 4 minutes of stoppage time. It probably has a couple minutes added on here to that stoppage time, considering the treatment of Chiesa and the VAR check that resulted in Aubameyang's sending off. And here's Ramsey inside the Sassuolo box, turns back. Consigli's off his line. Kulusevski lobs it, and it's over the top. And Juventus just cannot execute. What another opportunity for the old lady here, and they still can't turn it in. Consigli comes off his line here. Ramsey cuts it back. He puts a good ball into Kulusevski, who tries to toss it over the top of the defenders there and just gets it all wrong, sends it well over the goal. And somehow we've arrived at the end of the first half without any goals between these two sides. And despite the lack of goals, there has not been a lack of action. A lot of chances here towards the back end of the half, both for Sassuolo and for Juventus. And a red card assessed to Pedro Aubameyang in the 44th minute of play will leave Sassuolo a man down for the entirety of the second half. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. That's the end of the first half. Appreciate and hope you are enjoying the cast. I'll stick with us here for a little bit, but I will probably go to the bathroom here in a couple minutes and get some snacks and whatnot. But man, oh man, that was an exciting end to the first half. Started off pretty pedestrian, I would say. Both teams working their way into the game. Sassuolo had the better part of the early possession. Juventus found their feet and got into it. I think Juventus have really been struggling to connect it with their strikers. They got a little bit better as time went on, but you notice we just didn't call Dybala's name a lot, nor did we call Ronaldo's until kind of late on in the half. I think Sassuolo a little bit more measured in their attack. They are playing a formation that allows them to kind of move the ball side to side a little bit more effectively inside their attacking half, whereas Juventus in that 4-4-2 kind of need to make runs on the wing to make things happen. So in the attacking half, so they've had a little bit less dangerous possession, but found some dangerous chances at the end of the half there. Of course, the one that Ronaldo did not turn in right there, right at the end. Kulusevski putting that ball over the top, and another one for Ronaldo through on goal where Chiric just came in and slid that one away. So some good chances for them, and really that one for Kulusevski, I think the one standing out that definitely should have been put away. But somehow it remains 0-0 somehow. Some good last-ditch defending coming in for Sassuolo. But unfortunately for them, it is Aubameyang who's sent off for that reckless challenge in the 44th minute. I think he's a little unfortunate. He's going for the ball. He's just late to the challenge, but he does land on Chiesa's ankle with his studs up, and I can understand the sending off. But we'll see what Sassuolo can conjure up in the second half to try to turn things around. Certainly, they will not go down, won't fall lying down here. And so far, we talked about it, they have done a pretty good job of defending, Juventus's build-up and doing a good job defending on the last-ditch challenges to try to ward off the good chances that Juventus have had. So I think we'll see how things do open up, considering it is 10 versus 11 now. But if they can get back to kind of where they were in the middle parts of the half, where Juventus were, wow, I'm watching the highlights of Inter Milan Roma here. That was a banger from Lautaro. Or sorry, that's Hakimi. Wow, look at that goal. Check out the highlights of Inter Milan Roma, guys. There are some bangers in this game. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. So I think if Sassuolo can get it back to more the pace and tempo of the middle parts of the half, when I think Juventus were really struggling to connect with their strikers and were just kind of forced to play it around their backs and holding midfielders, I think they can be just fine here. They look like they can be dangerous on the counter. They look like they can keep possession. I think even with 10 men, it'll be a struggle, of course, but we'll see how the manager sets up to try to deal with this. Again, keep in mind that Juventus only have one substitution left, I believe. So we'll see how they handle that as the half goes on. Might be an opportunity for some changes from Sassuolo to, take advantage of the energy levels from Juventus. But we'll see. We'll see if things do change at all. I think it's been pretty exciting back end of that half, and hopefully we get some excitement in the second half. But I am going to go use the restroom, take a brief break here. I'll be back in a bit. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I was listening because they're talking about Bonucci's hold on Caputo right at the beginning of the game, where like Bonucci really missed position and Caputo had a pretty clear path to goal, and so Bonucci just like wrapped him, and that's when he got the yellow card. I think they're making the argument that he probably should have gotten a red potentially because he stopped Caputo from breaking in behind. Could be. I'm trying to think in hindsight if that's the case. I'm not really sure. I just want them to explain why the heck McKinney was pulled off. I don't understand. Like, so normally when you make like a tactical substitution like that, it's for either the player's like really off the pace, like just wildly like not there, right? That's like one. Number two is you really don't like how the formation is working against them. You know, they're finding space, they're driving at you. Your players are like, wow, we can't defend this space or that space or whatnot. Like, if it's really bad, then you make a change. Or the other thing I've seen a couple of times is like, for example, in a game earlier this season, Leeds, Pascal Struijk was playing defensive mid and was tasked with marking one of the better players on the other team, and he got a yellow card really early on. And so then every time that he had to mark this guy, if the guy got like a half step on him, he couldn't tackle him, because if he tackled him again, it was going to be a red card. And so he got yanked on like 25 minutes for Shackleton, for another defensive mid who could like do the job. Those are like the only reasons you see someone subbed. And McKinney was playing left mid in a 4-4-2 and had already been involved in a couple of good attacks. It wasn't like he was, so he wasn't completely like playing like crap, right? Like just out of it. They didn't change the formation, so they didn't stop playing 4-4-2. They're still playing 4-4-2. And he wasn't on a yellow card. So I don't really know why Pirlo yanked him. I'm trying to find out. I want to read the match report afterwards too and like see what the deal was, but that was a weird one. That was strange. I don't know what to make of that. Okay, I have to send an email really quickly. Where is, oh, why? I think we're just about to get started with the second half here. Should be the last like punditry section that we have during halftime. Da, 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 da. All right, yeah, teams are coming out here. Alrighty, gonna send this email. Looks like a change might be made here, unless Sassuolo coach just having a chat with his players. No, looks like it might just be a chat. Rabiot seems to be being prepared here. Nope, there's going to be a change here. let you know what it is. Rabiot coming on for Betancourt. That's an interesting one. Maybe just getting tired is Betancourt, but was playing pretty decently to my eyes. And 2 changes going to be made here for Sassuolo. It's going to be Lopez on for Juricic and Toljan on for Caputo. So double change for Sassuolo. Single change for Juventus. We are just about to get underway here. Alrighty. We are ready for the second half. I just do want to give a heads up. I kind of have to run right after this game is over. Whoops. I kind of have to run right after this game is over, so I probably will not do player ratings. We'll just do a brief summary of the match, and then I got to run. But we are underway here in the second half. Juventus getting it started. This one's being swung around the back. So again, those changes. Rabiot on for Betancourt in Juventus's midfield. And then Toljan coming on here. Up top for Sassuolo. That was Juricic, and then Caputo being taken off. Potentially some tactical adjustments. You can see Sassuolo lined up more in a 4-4-1 now, as opposed to the 4-2-3-1 that they started the game with, due to that red card to Obiang in the 44th minute. Sassuolo have won this one back. On Sigli looking up the line there for the newly introduced players, but Ronaldo's taking it away. Now in behind here. That one poked off Ramsey by Chiriches. Will be a throw in here for Juventus. Sent back to Demiral. Artur. Rabiot. Slung forward here. Kulusevski. Trying to hold off the challenge of Kyriakopoulos. He's managed to hold on to possession. It's Rabiot's first touch of the match. Now over to Demiral. Frabotta. 2 players defending him here. Trying to get the edge, but that one, I think, running a little bit too far. He actually kept it in play, but the cross was poor. Easily intercepted by Sassuolo. And actually now has been called back for that goal kick. So did cross the line there. Frabotta running himself out of room. Yeah, you can see that one did cross the line. It's the right call. Chiriches lobbing one forward, collected by Frabotta. In behind here by Ramsey. Kulusevski claims no offsides, but play allowed to carry on. Kulusevski misses Artur. Here's a long strike from, I believe, Bonucci, and that one never really that close. Consigli already getting a second ball from behind his goal so he can restart play. Oh boy, yeah, that's not the best there. Bonucci loading up, hoping to blast that one into one of the upper reaches of the goal, but getting well underneath that one and absolutely blasts it into the stands. Ferrari. Clipped forward here by Kyriakopoulos. It's initially intercepted by Juventus, but given away by Danilo. Sassuolo have it once again. Ferrari. Traore. Kyriakopoulos, good challenge put in by Danilo. Forces him back to Locatelli. Locatelli again, switching play all the way over to the near side. Toljan lays this one out to the right-hand side. Carries on with his run as Mulder finds him. Trying to get some space here up against Demiral, who does enough. Wins possession back for Juventus, and Toljan has been left limping behind the touchline here. Now laid forward for Chiesa. Ronaldo. Here's a strike, that one bouncing around the box and cleared away. God damn it, I got a work call. We just had an absolute pile driver here from Danilo to break the deadlock. This one laid out to the right-hand side off of a clearance, attempted clearance from Locatelli, and he absolutely puts his full force behind this one. It's a brilliant strike. Look at the technique there. Laces through the ball, lands on his shooting foot. This is an absolute bullet into the bottom left-hand corner. There's nothing Consigli can do about it. Just watches that one ripple the net. Absolutely gorgeous here from Danilo. And that beautiful strike has given Juventus the lead. And now a mountain to climb here for Sassuolo. Down a goal, down a man. And still 40 minutes to play here in this one. So great start to the second half here for Juventus. Just 5 minutes in, Danilo breaking the deadlock with an absolutely beautiful strike. Just outside the box on the right-hand side. Probably about a 23-yard strike or so into that bottom left corner. So now you can watch the Roma highlights along with today's highlights, along with the highlights of this game, because that was a gorgeous goal from Danilo. Pretty much picture perfect if you want to teach someone the proper technique for striking a ball. He caught that so sweetly. Juventus with it once again. Chiesa moving it up the right-hand side. Cut back here. Kulusevski. Cross in, deflected. Chidachis will head this one away. Taken away by Sassuolo. It's Locatelli. Shifted out to Toljan. Mulder plays him back. Now into the middle here. Rolled all the way back to Consigli. Sassuolo still with possession here, moving it around the back. Juventus not in any rush really to pressure the defenders here. And with that goal advantage, here's some good work by Kyriakopoulos, has sent Traore in behind. Now met here by Chiesa, gets a cross away, but that one escapes the run of Defferel there, and Szczesny can easily pick it up. Juventus coming the other way, Ramsey. Only one out to the far side. Kulusevski will just play it back. Now it's Artur. Ronaldo. Sees the run of Kulusevski, but doesn't quite have the space to play him in behind. Here's Artur. Rabiot. Frabotta. Artur. Ronaldo. Oh, Ronaldo, good ball in behind here for Chiesa, who's got about a half yard, but good defending by Kyriakopoulos.  'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for Juve. 'Opoulos will knock that one away. It's a corner kick here for There's another look at that goal from Danilo. Tempted pass from Rabiot, blocked away by Ferrari. And man, look at that strike. It's absolutely gorgeous here from Danilo. It's even further than I initially thought. It's probably more of probably almost a 30-yard strike. As this corner swung in here. Header down there by Bonucci, but no power on it. Consigli catches it easily. Demiral running back here. He'll win the initial header. Brought down by Rabiot. Artur. Rabiot. Frabotta. Artur. Artur again. Frabotta. Artur. Danilo looking in behind, easily read there by Kyriakopoulos, who intercepts the pass. Sassuolo heads up, coming the other direction. It's Toljan trying to drive past Rabiot. His pass is a bit hot to handle there from Mulder. The touch bounces up on him, and Juventus take it away. Szczesny rolling it out to the right-hand side, and Juventus now taking a very measured approach to this game. They seem very happy to try to sit on this one-goal lead and really look for sparing opportunities when they think it is the right time, or find a gap in behind to go forward. Basically in no rush here with the one-goal cushion. Demiral. Oh, that is loose from Demiral. He's going to chase his partner Bonucci all the way back, and Defril's pressure will force it to Szczesny. Of course, with Sassuolo a man down, tough for the rest of the team to push up and try to pressure all the way at the opposition 18-yard box. So Juventus will just move back up the pitch pretty easily. Artur out to Ronaldo. A little bit of room for Ronaldo to work, now being closed down on the far, or on the near touchline. Dances around a challenge from Mulder, moves it on to Ramsey. Out to Frabotta. Gets an early cross, and oh boy, gets that one horribly wrong underneath it, skewing off the instep there and well behind the goal for a goal kick. A couple of choice words yelled by Frabotta out of frustration after that one. Now Chiriches coming forward, picks out Traore pretty well. He shifts it out to the left-hand side for Kyriakopoulos. Traore's pass sells his teammate a little bit short, but the tackle bounces to Toljan. Sassuolo still with it. Traore. Over to Toljan. Back inside here. Locatelli. Good ball to Traore. Oh, inside the box here. Huge chance, and Defrel has scored! And Juventus have blown it. What an opportunity. What a finish from Defrel. The first touch is brilliant. He pushes it right by Demiral and buries it past the on-rushing Szczesny, and Sassuolo, down a goal and down a man in this second half, have found a way to level it. And you can see the incredulous looks on the faces of the Juventus players, so in control of this match after that brilliant goal from Danilo, and in the blink of an eye, it's disappeared here. Look at this first touch by Defrel. It's absolutely pristine. It pushes it past both of the center backs. He doesn't need to take another one. Sets him up brilliantly. Szczesny's too late to come out, and he buries it past the on-rushing Juventus goalkeeper into the bottom left corner. That is absolutely brilliant play by Defrel, and he has torn this back here for Sassuolo out of the grasp of Juventus. It's a level match here in the 59th minute of play. So 2 goals here today of top quality. One will make the highlight reels. The other, maybe not so much, but is another perfect example of excellent attacking play. That first touch from Defrel, absolutely cut out the entirety of the Juventus defense, and his finish was stellar as well, putting it in a place where Szczesny could not get it. And a brilliant moment there from the striker. Defrel has given Sassuolo the lifeline they were looking for. And now coming again, it's Defrel potentially in behind. He's dancing around. It's come off a Juventus player. We'll go behind for a corner kick here. And Juventus may be a little bit shell-shocked again. They were in full control of this match, had all the possession. We're up a man. We're up that goal. And I think they're just shocked to have conceded here. And maybe a huge opportunity for Sassuolo to take a lead despite being down the player. At the moment, they seem to be the side in the ascendancy, taking all the momentum from that Defrel goal. Here's that corner kick. It's from the far side. It's going to be an outswinging one from Traore, but can't beat the first man. Comes out here to, oh boy, Mulder, who decides to have a crack and gets well underneath that one. It sails very, very high up into the stands. And Juventus coming the other direction. An attempted long ball here is nowhere near anyone in a dark blue jersey. Consigli easily collects that one. Now Consigli. Nice punt out there. Has booted it straight into the path of Mulder, who's tried to flick this one around Frabotta, but Frabotta does enough. Eventually that one has come off Mulder for a Juventus throw-in. It's Artur. Rabiot. Ramsey. Looking for options here. Only really has one. He's picked out Ronaldo. Driving inside the box. Here's Ronaldo trying to take on multiple players, but it's poked off of him by Toljan. Mulder. Oh, trying a cheeky pass there, but it's given away to Artur. Here comes Ramsey driving forward. Lays it to the top of the box for Kulusevski, who has his pocket picked by Traore. Sassuolo coming away with it here. Good ball into the path of Traore. He's early pressure from Rabiot, so is forced to turn back. He's danced by a couple Juventus players, and now we'll get a body check from Artur that results in a free kick. And it's just incredible how quickly a football match can turn around. After that brilliant goal from Danilo, it seemed all but destined to be a Juventus victory. They had all the momentum, all the possession, and the extra man. But one brilliant moment from Defrel after a good ball in by Traore has now given you Sassuolo really the advantage in this match. They seem the more likely team to create another chance at the moment. As Kulusevski upends Ferrari here. I think Ferrari kind of threw himself to the ground there, but there was a clip in the back of the boot there from Kulusevski. And any center back knows whenever you feel pressure from a striker on your back, you can pretty much go down and it's still a foul. Artur. Artur going to lay one out to the left-hand side for Frabotta. It's a pretty good ball. He keeps this one in play. Now met by Mulder, who defends this one well. Will manage to get a clearance up towards Defrel, but good tracking by Rabiot has intercepted that one. Bonucci lobbing this one back out to Frabotta. He'll swing one into the box. This one bouncing around at the moment. Finally cleared away, and a foul by Chiesa here, but play allowed to continue by the referee as Locatelli's bringing it away. Trying to hold off Artur here. Artur will nip in, and that's going to be a free kick. I think it's a pretty easy call there for the referee. You can see Locatelli shows him the ball there, baiting him in for that challenge. Artur obliges and upends the Sassuolo captain. Toljan sends this one back to Ferrari. It's played out to Locatelli. Now Kyriakopoulos has picked out Defrel, who I think is offsides here. And yep, that one will be flagged. Sorry, I got to check one thing. That's it. Okay. Oh, that's not right. That's not right at all. Oh boy, and I've missed another opportunity here for Juventus. It's come to nothing though, as I believe that is, can't see who that is down in the box for Juventus. Claims of a penalty, but play allowed to continue here by the referee. It's with Mulder driving forward, trying to take on Frabota here. Not making really any progress, and his cross is deflected off of Frabota for a corner kick. And was Cristiano Ronaldo going down in the box there? We'll take a look at the replay. Ramsey turning, looks over the top. Ronaldo's onside here, excuse me. He tries to clip this one over the top of the onrushing Consigli and then kind of bounces into... yeah, he makes a lot more of that than there is. Consigli's come out to try to disrupt Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets there first and then tries to claim that Consigli barreled into him, but looked more like Consigli slowed down. Ronaldo bounced off of him. Corner taken is knocked away at the near post, and now Ronaldo coming away with it. Gets a bit of an arm around the shoulder, but stays on his feet and has shifted it over to Chiesa, who is now upended by Chiriches. Play allowed to continue here for advantage by the referee. I'm sure that Chiriches will probably get a yellow card here after this next dead ball. But he has done his job here, has slowed down the counterattack for Juventus. Ronaldo, Chiesa. Ramsey. Artur. Ronaldo again. Looking to hit one from about 30 out. Doesn't find the space. Instead, it's out with Kulusevski. He'll steady himself. Gets a cross into the box. It's Chiesa getting a shot away. It's off the post and out for a goal kick here. Good effort there by Chiesa. He gets a good cross in from Kulusevski. Settles it down well and good close control. Takes a little snapshot here at the near post. Can't squeak that one by Consigli. It bounces off the post and out for a goal kick, but decent effort there by Chiesa. And now the goal scorer Defrel will be substituted here for Boga. No matter if he's substituted or not, Defrel has made a huge impact today. Almost invisible in the first half. Got a little bit more involved in the second half, but really just this one moment of brilliance. First touch and the second touch for the finish, giving Sassuolo the lifeline and a chance to get a point or even steal 3 away from Juventus here today. Bonucci. Demiral. Artur. He'll swing one out to the right-hand side. Lob forward into Ronaldo's feet. He moves it on to Rabiot. It's a little bit behind him, but the attack continues here. Chiesa over to Ronaldo. Trying to find some space. Lays it for Artur. There's not a lot of room. He shot is deflected. Now it's Mulder coming away with it. Traore gets around one challenge. He's ahead to Mulder, who doesn't have a lot of room to work. He does win his side of throw-in, though. It's good work by the right back. Zone manager there telling him to slow it down and allow Toljan here to take the throw-in. Traore back to Toljan. Ooh, Traore's got some room to work here, and Toljan's continued his run. Toljan turning, tries to get a cross away, and that one will not roll out of play. Good work by Wojciech Szczesny to come out and keep that one. Juventus coming away with it. Artur. Kulusevski has Ronaldo in advance of him. Instead goes back in field to Artur. Danilo. Out to the right-hand side for Chiesa. Danilo. Rabiot. In behind for Kulusevski. Cuts it back on that left boot. Tries to strike that one. It comes off of Kyriakopoulos for a corner kick. It's decent play here by Juventus to set up Kulusevski. I think in the end his decision is a bit selfish here. There are a lot of white shirts there to disrupt any potential cross, but Always unlikely to beat both the defender and the goalkeeper there with the strike. Here's the ensuing corner kick. Swung in. Here's the header. It's over the top of the bar from Rabiot. Consigli probably a little relieved to see that one carry well over his crossbars. Rabiot rose well at that near post. Nodding that one towards the goal, but unable to keep it down. Another change here being prepared for Sassuolo. They try to play out here, but Traore finds himself robbed of possession by Demiral. Artur. 20 minutes remaining in this one. This one played over to Ronaldo. He's going to have a hit, but doesn't quite get all of that one, hitting that one on his left foot instead of the right. And it rolls harmlessly into Consigli's arms. Been a bit muted today, Ronaldo. Oh, and boy, here's a chance at the other end. It's Mulder trying to get in behind Frabota. He's inside the box, but finally gets crowded out. The free kick is called back here on Frabota. He will get a yellow card as well, as he was the player who made the mistake that allowed Mulder in behind. We'll take a look at the replay here in a second. See, it comes along here from Traore, and Frabota kind of gets his body all in a mess there as he tries to intercept the ball, misses it completely, and then is forced to try to drag back Mulder here, which is enough for the referee to call the free kick after the advantage had gone for Mulder. Yeah, you can see losing his balance, slowing down there a lot. There's a close-up of the referee writing in his book. He's got nice little circles around the numbers of the players that have been cautioned today. Frabota, the third Juventus player to find himself in the book. Will join Bonucci and Bentancur. Of course, Bentancur is off the pitch, substituted at halftime. It's Kyriakopoulos standing over this one. Strikes it, and that one always rising over the top of the bar. So here will come another change for Sassuolo. This time it is Mulder. He will come off here on that right-hand side, and Ode will come on. Guess I forgot that the 5 substitute rules are instituted here. Too used to my Premier League casting. Makes the Weston McKennie substitution a little more forgivable, but still have a lot of questions about that one. Juventus getting it started once again. Demiral driving forward here. We'll lay it out to Frabota. Newly cautioned Artur into the midfield for Rabiot. Bouncing around the midfielders here. But no real progress made yet by Juventus. Still sliding around the backs with Demiral. Now a chance for Juventus, and that one's cleaned up by Consigli. What a chance for Ronaldo here. You can see his head in his hands. Just could not put that one away. Now Sassuolo trying to play out once again. Shifted out to the far side. It's Traore. Sorry, that's actually Boga, I believe. His first touch of the match here. Locatelli trying to turn away from a challenge. That one initially lost, but he wins it back on the second challenge with Chiesa. Ferrari will lob this one forward, easily knotted down by Bonucci, and now it's Artur. Ronaldo. Chiesa. Plays it in behind here. It's a good ball across, and that one bounces off a couple of Sassuolo players, goes out for a corner kick. Good run by Danilo. Decent cross as well. We'll look back at this chance for Ronaldo as Artur. It's his head up, plays a nice ball into Kulusevski, rolls it back to Ronaldo, and oh my word, how is this not a goal? Ronaldo's wide open, 6 yards out there. He's rolled in by Kulusevski and just gets his strike all wrong. It's straight at Consigli, who's able to pick that one up. Here's the ensuing corner kick. It's bouncing around the box. Here's the strike from Demiral. It's blocked. Danilo strikes one again, but not quite replicating the technique he had for his earlier goal. And that one sails high and wide up into the stands. Here's Rabiot. Oh, wow. That is a poor pass from Rabiot. He was looking to play it out to Chiesa. I think he was trying to invite Chiesa forward, but got it all wrong there, just spraying it out to the touchline. Good work here by Chiesa on the far touchline, getting around a couple of Sassuolo players, but Kyriakopoulos nips back and wins it off of Rabiot. Now Traore. Good turn by Locatelli. He swung one forward. Here's Boga driving forward. Has Ode on his right. Ode trying to hold his run. Now gets it from Boga. Has an overlapping run here from Toljan. Cuts it back onto his left foot. He's going to strike this one. It's blocked. Bounces back into the midfield where it's won by Chiriches. Good footwork here. Striking in that one well over the top of the bar from Kyriakopoulos. Just not getting that one under control, I think, was Kyriakopoulos before getting his strike away. Game opening up a little bit here as Kulusevski has some room to run. He's played in Rabiot. Here's a strike from Ramsey. That one blocked. And another huge opportunity for Juventus. Good defending here by Sassuolo, though. Now Traore gets out of a challenge with Kulusevski, moves it back out to Boga. Boga completely alone here. And he's actually doing very well. He's gotten around two Juventus players, driving into the box, cuts it back on his right. Wants to strike, doesn't really have the space, plays Ode instead, and the attack's mostly broken down here. Enough Juventus shirts have gotten back to dispel the danger, but good work by Boga, and they still have possession here with Toljan. Back out to Toljan. Rolled all the way back. Sassuolo happy to keep possession here. 76 minute, just 13 really remaining here for either side to try to find a winner. Lopez has played this one out to Ode. Ode again. And he'll swing it all the way back here for Chiriches. Traore. Nice passing sequences here from Sassuolo. They've played it into the feet of Toljan over to Locatelli. He takes this one away from Chiesa. Kyriakopoulos sending it back. Great spell of possession here for Sassuolo. Eating a lot of time off the clock, shifting Juventus from side to side as Ode has it. Despite being down a man here. Finally, Ode loses out. Juventus have taken it back. Frabotta. Kulusevski. Kulusevski crowded out by Chiriches. But Ramsey has come away with it. Ramsey. Ronaldo. Lays it out to the right-hand side for Chiesa, who, gets completely upended here by Kyriakopoulos. But no foul call. Deemed to have gotten the ball there by both the assistant and the center referee. Artur. Ronaldo, top of the box. And he goes over there. I think Ronaldo made a meal of that one. And now going to be a yellow card here for a foul on Kulusevski. Yeah, that's a pretty clear one from Kulusevski. Late there on Traore. Take a look at this foul that was not called for Ronaldo. Yeah. Odoy just clips the ball there. He does trip Ronaldo, but you can see he pokes the ball. And it is Alvaro Morata being prepared here for Juventus for these final 10 minutes And here's Artur. Ronaldo. Back to Artur. That's a loose pass from Ronaldo. It forces an awkward challenge there from Danilo, and now Boga comes the other way. And Rabiot does pretty well there, deemed to have gotten it fairly. Juventus back the other way. Cross in here from Chiesa is very poor, just looped up for Consigli. Easily collected and rolled out for Lopez. Ferrari. Kyriakopoulos. Boga. Locatelli. Over to Toljan, who does very well under pressure from Ronaldo there to find Ode, who knocks it back to Chiriches. Chiriches is continuing to drive forward. Traore. Back over to Chiriches, who's still up the pitch here. Leaves it for Ode. He'll clip one into the box. And wow! Bit of a miscommunication between Bonucci and Szczesny. Bonucci wanted to have his keeper come and collect that one. He was trying to shield off Locatelli. Szczesny didn't come, and it's fortunate that Locatelli didn't steal in there and poke that one home. Chiesa. Kulusevski. It's a little bit of a shove from Ferrari. Onto his left. Lays it off. Rabiot. Frabota. Oh, and here's the chance at the back post. It's a goal for Aaron Ramsey, who is just about to be subbed off, but instead may have won the match here for Juventus. And amidst all the chaos, amidst the equalizer, amidst the red card, Aaron Ramsey crops up at the back post here for Juventus to tap home the likely winner. Can see here the cross is from Frabota. Chiriches doesn't think he can get to it. It sort of, I think, fools the rest of his defense there. I think Kyriakopoulos thinks that Chiriches is going to get to this one. You can see Chiriches just kind of stops his run. He gives up on the cross. He doesn't think he can reach it. That fools Kyriakopoulos at the back post, who also stops his run. But Aaron Ramsey does not give up on it. Arrives at the back post completely unmarked and taps it in beyond Consigli. And with 8 minutes remaining, that may just be enough for Juventus. I've certainly flirted with danger here as Sassuolo moving it away. Lopez. Boga. Good ball into Traore. Forced backwards. Now back over to Toljan. Laid out for Ode. Good work by Ode. Toljan. Oh, and here's a chance here as Ode is driving forward into Juventus box. Cutting it back, striking it, but right at Szczesny, and a good save from the Juventus shot stopper. Just not enough power in the strike there from Ode. At the end of the day, it's not the hardest save that Szczesny's ever had to make. Good run from Ode nonetheless, but running out of time here are Sassuolo. Just 6.5 minutes remaining now in regulation. There should be a decent amount of stoppage time. We've had God knows how many substitutions from both of these teams. I can't even keep track of all of them. Demiral. Frabota all the way back to Szczesny. He's just going to go long with this one. Towards the midfield here. Header won by Ferrari, chested down by Chiriches, who sends it back to Consigli. Ferrari. Boga. Pass a little loose, but well handled by Lopez, but taken away now by Chiesa. Rabiot. Juventus once again back to sort of the mode they were in after they had taken the lead through Danilo's goal, trying to hold on to possession, kill some of the clock. This time they'll have to be a little more alert on the defensive end. Caught a bit by surprise by the equalizer from Defrel, which came in just a split second. A brilliant touch and finish from Defrel. Artur. Rabiot. You can see the tired legs out there from both sides. Sassuolo is slow to close down Artur. Now Danilo going to stroke one forward. It's Kulusevski bringing it down. And deemed to be a handball. Be a free kick here to Sassuolo. And another double change here for Juventus. It's Alvaro Morata being prepared here. Not sure who the other player is. And Ramsey, who has just scored what is likely to be the winner here today, will be withdrawn. So you can see the exasperation on the faces of the Sassuolo staff and players on the bench. And it's Bernardeschi coming on for Chiesa. Morata on for Ramsey. Does someone out there, what are the substitution rules? Do they like get unlimited subs for a couple weeks after the Christmas break to like get players back to fitness? As Ihan coming on here for Vlad Chiriches. Because like, I'll have to look at it at the end of the game, but how many subs have Juventus made? They have like a whole new team out there. Good challenge here from Demiral. Ode battling for it. Traore comes away with it. Hamid Traore. Not sure if that's been a foul given or a throw in here. Looks like it is a throw in for Sassuolo. Ferrari. Oh, Locatelli with a loose pass taken away by Ronaldo. Morata has it, but no one in advance of him, so he'll just cut it back. Allow Juventus to keep possession. That's Bernardeschi. His first touch will be swung back to Artur. Now over to Rabiot. Rabiot playing in Bernardeschi, fresh off the bench. First time cross is deflected, and a couple of Sassuolo players are able to get it out of the danger zone, but Rabiot collects the second ball. It's back to Frabotta. Yeah, like who is left for Juventus? Like Frabotta started, Demiral started, Bonucci started, Danilo started. So the whole back four and Artur. So that's 5 players and the goalkeeper. So that's 6. I guess it is only 5 subs. I feel like it's been more. Who's the last player? Chiesa was just subbed off by Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Yeah, I guess it has only been 5 substitutions. That's crazy. It feels like it's been like 9. Here's Danilo with the throw on the far side. Just 2 minutes remaining in regulation here. Again, expect a healthy chunk of stoppage time as 5 changes have been made for, I believe, both sides. This one taken away by Sassuolo. It's Locatelli cutting it back. Taken down here, but Traore continues the attack. It's out to Toljan. And Ihan losing out there at a challenge, and it's come away to Bernardeschi. Lay one into the path of Alvaro Morata. Has Ronaldo on the run. That pass deflected. Defending there by Lopez. Ronaldo will collect the second ball as it bounces around. Ronaldo slipping there and exasperated Cristiano Ronaldo. As Ode has it. Bit of a frustrating day for him. Should probably have a couple of goals to his name, but either hasn't reacted quickly enough or finished well enough. Particularly that one from 6 yards out that should have been an easy tap in for a player of his caliber. Boga. Toljan. 1 minute remaining in the match here. Coming inside, here's Boga. It's laid off for him, but poked away by multiple Juventus players. Artur will move it on to Morata. Morata getting clipped here. Should be a free kick, and it is. No, play is actually allowed to go on, and Frabotta will knock that one away from a dangerous run by Traore. A little surprised that referee looked to be putting the whistle to his mouth and then thought better of it. Locatelli. Boga. Kyriakopoulos. Boga again. Locatelli. He's going to lob one into the box here. That one's straight at Wojciech Szczesny, who will pick that one up, and that will run the clock to the end of regulation. We'll see what the stoppage time is. Rabiot holding off a challenge by Lopez. Danilo. Slung forward. It's only 2 minutes of stoppage time. What? How? We've made 10 substitutions in this match. How is it 2 minutes? That seems ridiculous to me. I'm sorry. Anyway, Sassuolo have it. Locatelli playing in Traore. Has absolutely no support at the moment. Waiting for it here on the far side of the pitch. He'll lob one back into the center for Ayhan. Flicks it towards Toljan, but it's intercepted by, I believe that's Frabotta, who plays Bernardeschi forward. That one comes off Sassuolo player last. It'll be a throw into Juventus with a minute remaining in stoppage time. That should just about do it. I'm sure they'll allow about 15 to 20 seconds expire on this throw-in. All they need to do here is see out this lead. Sending it all the way back to Szczesny. As the clock ticks away here for Sassuolo. Finally, a little bit of pressure from Boga will force a long ball. Oh boy, but they've left Ronaldo open in behind here. It's a breakdown in defense. Ronaldo inside the box. He's going to look across and makes a goal, and he scores to wrap up the game. Cristiano Ronaldo, after an extremely frustrating afternoon, finds his goal right at the death of the match, likely the last kick of the game, and Juventus will run away here 3-1 winners over Sassuolo. Take a look at this again. It comes over the top as the entirety of Sassuolo come to pressure. And Ronaldo is on sides. He started that run from within his own half. It's just a complete breakdown between Kyriakopoulos and Ferrari. And Ronaldo drives forward into the box. And as we've seen him do so many times before, just blasts this one right through the likes of Consigli. Nobody can get back to block it away. It's a good finish from him. Into that far left corner. Clinical finish. Something that he has not been for the better part of the afternoon, but is able to find that goal in the death of the match, and that will do it. The referee will blow for full time, and Juventus will manage a 3-1 win here over Sassuolo at home. They will climb up to 4th in the table on 33 points after a successful Serie A weekend. Thank you all for tuning in here today. Hope you have enjoyed the cast. I do need to run. I do want to say I think the better side today did end up winning the match. I think Sassuolo put up a good fight. But there were a lot of chances that Juventus probably should have taken today that they just didn't. It was always going to be tough for Sassuolo in the second half with that red card being down a man. But Juventus do manage to run out winners, and I think at the end of the day deserved winners despite some wasteful finishing from multiple players. Nevertheless, do appreciate you all tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.